Ready for a no meat, no egg, no dairy, fast, low cost, little energy to make, great tasting meal? Then let's make one. Hello, good morning. I don't know if it's morning where you're at, but it's morning here. It's not really early, but it's time for the sort of second half of my breakfast. My first half is my oatmeal, which I have a video up on that. This is my smoothie or shake, whatever you want to call it. And I just wanted to share it. Disclaimer, you can make this any way you want. This is the way I make mine, okay? So I've used this for couple of decades now, and I've been doing these shakes for a long time. My whole life I've been actually doing shakes or smoothies for breakfast. So I have a two-part breakfast, which is first the oatmeal, and then like an hour and a half later I drink my smoothie, and that's my breakfast. Between the two of them I get about 20 grams of protein. This one here is roughly about 12 grams, 13 grams of protein. And I'll show you how that all comes together. So I'll just start with the ingredients. So right up front, strawberries, blueberries. These are sort of like the main body of it, and then sort of everything's kind of extra. But I'm making a shake. So if you look at the volumes here, this is a 2-day shake. Now I do that intentionally because I don't want to have the cleanup and all the stuff, so it's every other day. So at the end of the year, I use all that stuff half as much, which is the water, everything to clean, everything else. I only clean it once for 2 days. Now, I will say this, the shake is not quite as nice the second day, but I do put it in a sealed jar, airtight, has a clamp on the top, a gasket, and it seals it, and it is in the cup, so it just, with the lid on it, and it stays pretty good. There's nothing wrong with it. May lose a tiny bit of the vitamin efficiency because it sat and it was already ground up. But for what I get out of it, it's perfect. So start with the ingredients. So again, strawberries, blueberries. This is again for 2 days. Over here, I have some frozen aloe vera. And I used to do the actual cutting up the aloe vera, doing all that stuff. I watched a video on YouTube how to do it and started doing that and added this aloe vera. This is pretty recent. This is only like about, I think 6-7 years ago I started adding the aloe vera to it. Other stuff I've had forever. So this is a frozen chunk of beet. I buy the full whole beets, organic, and I clean them, cut them up myself. So this is a big hunk of frozen beet. This is a frozen piece of lemon. So I buy a good sized lemon, and I get 8 pieces like this out of the lemon, frozen. It takes on a whole different property when you freeze it. It's great. Put in the shake, gives a nice lemon flavor, which is really nice. Over here I have flaxseed. That's all omega-3s. This stuff is just loaded with omega-3s. And the beauty of flaxseed is you can cook it, you can do anything you want to it, and it retains the exact same amount of omega-3s. This is a much better way to get omega-3s than getting it with any kind of animal product. I have dates. So depending on the season, sometimes dates are really large and then sometimes they're kind of small. So when they're really large, I use 1. And in this case, they're very small time of year. So I'm using 2 small ones for the dates. It just adds a nice sweetness to it. And dates are great, lots of fiber, all real good stuff. I have a banana over here, and that is my shake. Also, I'm going to tell you, I do fortify my shake with B12. So this is 2 tablets of B12, 1 for each day. You could just buy B12 that way. I blend it in, it's all fortified, it's fantastic. And you just figure out what you need. That's up to you, what your level that you should be at. And remember, you can adjust all this stuff. You can leave stuff out, put stuff in. This is my shake. And again, depending on your body size, how much you need of this stuff. Banana, remember, it's like a medium banana, not the real giant ones, not the small ones. But remember, it's half. So all this is halved, everything, because it's half on it. Now, for the liquid, I use, and you can use whatever you want. You want water in it, juice, that's your decision. But I use this because it's the protein. This is just tofu beverage, basically. Soy beverage is what it is. I don't mean tofu, but soy beverage. It's liquid. It's this right here is 20 grams of protein, but it's a half of this. So half is 8 ounces. This is a 16-ounce cup, and that's 10 grams of protein. So that's it. I'm going to blend this up, get it all done, and then I'll come back and pour it, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Here it is, all blended up, as you can see it. So what I usually do is I pour this 16-ounce cup. This is tomorrow's shake, like that. Make sure it doesn't drip. I stick a lid on it, just like that. And it goes into this airtight container, as I mentioned earlier. And I put that in the refrigerator. This I drink now. So this is what it looks like. And I'll drink this. Normally I don't chug this down, so I drink this over, tastes great, over like 45 minutes, somewhere in there. I just sip it. It's really great. And again, this is the second half of my breakfast. Really good. I'm FOODMAKER V. And remember, the best investment you can ever make is an investment in your health. I'll see you next time.